All right, here with Jamie Sadlowski. It's a real pleasure. Two-time world long drive champion. We're going to do something fun in a second, but first, just want to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
First of all, how did you get into the long driving career?
Being from northern Alberta, we actually had a qualifier 2 hours from where I was from, so I went there with a buddy who was trying to qualify in the open division. The tournament director was an old buddy of my dad's who he played hockey with, and there's a junior category. Ended up taking the old driver out of the trunk and hit it 363 yards, I think, to get me into junior worlds, and then from there I ended up winning 2 world junior championships in 05 and 06, and then in 07 as a 19-year-old finished third, and I was still playing junior hockey, and then won in 08, and again back in 09, and been doing it ever since, full-time really since 07.
That's great. And longest drive of your career?
The grid runs out in Mesquite at 465, and there was one round where I hit 3 balls out of the back of the range. Might have been a little influence with weather, but yeah.
That's unfathomable. I can't even believe that. Okay, so let's talk to us about your equipment here.
Yeah, so the first driver will be the standard model. This is the XR16 8.5 Pro. I keep it in the neutral -1 position, so I play at about 7.5 degrees. Standard length shaft, 45 inches. I play a Diamana Ahina 70 XX, tip to parallel, so pretty boardy. And what some people don't understand is this is actually stiffer than my competition driver. I'm trying to kill spin and trying to launch it a little bit lower, and that's why we tip it so much. And then the competition driver, 48 inches long. Double X stiff, so a little bit softer. We don't quite tip it as much. Again, with anytime you have extra length, I mean, we're trying to launch that ball way up in the air, so a little softer in the shaft. This is the XR16, the LD version, which comes in 5 degrees, and obviously you can kind of tinker around with it however you want. I usually play 6 degrees, depending on the conditions. But yeah, very traditional looking golf clubs, and obviously the face on this is 19% thinner. So for me, I've noticed about 2.5 miles an hour ball speed increase.
Wow, that's impressive. So talk to us. A lot of the guys you compete against are huge, right?
Yeah.
Football player type guys, and yourself a little
Not
bit
so
smaller
much.
than that, but certainly strong. And how do you train? How do you work out for that?
I've always, since I've been 14 years old and training for hockey, I haven't really changed my training that much. I still lift heavy, big movements, deadlifts, squats, chin-ups, stuff like that. The big movements that allow me to be strong but still flexible and nimble. So for me, I'm not trying to get big and bulky. My biggest attribute would be flexibility, and that's something I don't want to lose. So I lift heavy. I try to stay around 170 pounds. That's where I know I'm, going to be my fastest. I've been heavier and I've been lighter, but that's kind of my fighting weight is 170. So obviously core movements and a lot of stretching, foam rolling, and making sure that everything is mobile, which is a huge key for a rotary sport.
So you've obviously dialed this in. If you had to give advice to a lot of people out there that want more distance, which is almost everybody,
Yeah.
really what, like one singular thing you would say to them?
People don't really ever practice swinging hard. If you swing at 98 miles an hour, I mean, you can only hit it so far. So, and I ask people all the time, like, do you practice swinging harder? And most of them say no. Well, you're not going to hit it farther unless you swing faster. So, a great drill would just be flip your driver upside down and get a feel for swinging something that's counterbalanced. So there's going to be a lot more speed at the bottom, and just hold that angle. You want to hear that whoosh sound at the ball or in front, and that's how you're going to train yourself to release the club properly and store the angles, rather than every 99% amateurs want to dump that angle. So trying to hold and store that angle and have the speed at the bottom and not going down on the backswing.
That's great. Yeah, get that whip for sure.
Yep.
So, okay, so now I don't know why I'm even trying to do this here, but we're having a long drive competition. Because this range is too small for you, you're not even allowed to hit a driver.
Correct.
I most certainly am. So I believe you have a 2-iron, is that right?
I think we're going to go 2-iron against you, yeah.
Okay. Against my better judgment, we're doing a long drive competition. He has a 2-iron, I have a driver. 3 shots. May the best man win.
Good luck.
Oh boy, 257. I got to get on it here.
Total 282.
282, okay.
Oh, there it is.
That might be about all I have right there.
286.5.
286.5, okay.
Oh, a little thin.
A thin 2-iron. How far?
288.
Oh my God!
Game over.
It's done.
Game over.
Took one shot. All right. How about one more?
Just for show.
Give this
Now
one a
step
little
on a
extra
little bit.
juice.
It's gonna give this one a little. That's what happens.
A little high.
Another high, solid one right there.
I don't carry a 3-iron either, so we can't club down.
It was 282.
282. All right. Well done.
Thank you.
Very well done. Best of luck to you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Appreciate you having me.